trade is. But nowadays a new trade is hooking the Indian consumers. We call it as dealaholics. With all the deal sites which are coming up rapidly and clones of each other, this trade is busily hitting all the Indian consumers. Say Groupon, Snapdeal, you must have heard of all this. But what is the problem? The problem is all these deal sites are forcing the deals on you. These are not meant for you, these are not customized for your needs, these may not attack you, these are not your intent based, and sometimes these deals are like far away. With the cities growing, you are definitely not going to travel 50-60 kilometers just to get 10 or 15% off. The solution for us is AasPaasDeals. As the name suggests, it's AasPaas, nearby. Basically what we are saying is, we'll give you the deals which are closest to your location, based on your preference, based on the time, based on the intent. So what happens is, see, I'll give you an example. So when I came down over here, there's this Axis bookstore just near the flyover. He has some books to sell. Okay. What the Axis bookstore owner does is, he goes to a service, registers himself, creates a virtual map around it. Yeah. So he defines an area. He knows that most of his customers are going to be the software guys. So he creates a shape, a virtual periphery amongst his location. And then he presents the deal. He also tags the deal with some things like books below 1,000 or a particular book for the deal. Now, what end consumers like you and me are, you have to download this app from our service. It's a free app, no charges for you. You run this app. What we do is we track where you are at that moment. Now, as soon as there's a match between this business owner who is listing something and what your intent is. For example, your intent as of now is a book. So you have given your preferences to us. We realize, okay, he's a book lover. We'll send you only that deal. Now, studies have shown that if I were to give you the right deal at the right time and the right place, the chances are you'll at least go to that store, have a look at it. Buying or not is your thing. It's not something that we cover. But the thing is, we are driving the traffic to the bookstore. Now, okay, how it would work, I'll just show you. Now, since all of you are consumers, I'll show you just a quick demo what we did. Last two is, we mostly focused on, is it technologically feasible? What sort of technologies are we going to use? So on the back end side, what will we use? On the front end side, how will we do it? This is more of technology. So to just give you a look and feel, I've already shown you how the business owner would define his periphery. I'm not restricting him to a circle. He can define any polygon that he wants. When you start the application, it's like you'll have to register with us. This is a one-time operation. We'll store all your details, telephone number, birth date, your preferences. Then, in how much frequency do you want to be tracking? Get the deal, and then you submit it. The moment you register and you start using the application, you will see a map on this. Wherein now you can either say you want a push notification or you want to see on the map and find out the deal near to you. We don't want to spam your mailboxes, we don't want to spam your SMSs. We are giving you an option to be able to decide what is the mode of delivery that you want. I think that's it from our side for now. We are ready to take more questions.
Tracking is GPS, I guess.
Yes, tracking will be GPS.
What percentage of the Indian phone population has GPS and GPS?
Right now it's very low. I would say it's around 13%. Last what I read was survey report was, but it's expected 13% only.
1-3.
Yeah, but it's expected that by 2013, with the smartphone prices coming down, basic Android phone you get for 8,000 with GPS. Dell Streak is for 8,000. It's expected that by 2013, 90% plus will be using smartphones. And for people who don't have smartphones, we are giving them a small device free of cost, which is linked to your phone. but with which I know your location.
And there are these deal sites, which are already saying I'll have deals by zones, and as their sales force become effective, they'll start breaking down each city into multiple zones.
Yes.
So how will you compete against those?
But they'll still be working on zones, right? I mean, Snapdeal also I see one deal, it's in X area, Y area, but the X area is also pretty big. I mean, I come from a different place, so I really Kothur is like 15 kilometers. I mean, I can travel here and there. I'm not ready to go there. I am staying at X point. I require somewhere around 2 to 3 kilometers. Somewhere I can easily go.
And why do you think they are not doing that? In a small.
That is their whole purpose. I mean, they are also targeting at big customers. We are looking at only small. We are looking at volume business. We are looking at small customers like a grocery shop, something wherein he doesn't have to pay too much upfront. He can just buy small subscription like number of SMSs, 100 SMSs for 100 rupees. That's it. The moment it gets expired, he'll again recharge it. Snapdeal says one deal a day. Right? If they are going to go this, then they are changing their business model altogether.
So you're monetizing basically using SMSs?
Yes. if the user wants it, that's one of the strategies. But you also can pay some upfront, and then you can select what you want: email, push notification, email, like that.
How do you plan to get merchants on board?
So basically, initially we thought we'll just ask them to register on our site, but then we realized it's not it's not feasible. So the initial plan would be, we'll tie up with this yellow classified advertisers. They go around clicking deals, small deals. We'll pay some commission to them. We'll say, for 6 months we'll post your advertisement on our sites for free. So now what I have a huge deals database. The moment I show it to the consumer, he is interested. He gets hooked onto the site. Then I increase my consumer database. Then it keeps on going and on.
There's some sort of learning capability built into your technology.
Yes. The algorithm that we are designing should be pretty unique. How do we, when we say intent, it has to be, for example, I'll give you, usually from 12 to 2 is the time wherein you are looking for lunch deals, right? That is our inference. So that time we will send you only lunch-based deals. If you are interested, of course, in networks. If you have already given your intent as shoes, I am not going to send you for lunch. So we keep on building this inferences. We see what time, what people are looking for what deal. And we know that we are going to that location.
So that is at a mass level?
Yes.
At an individual level, there is no level?
No. We take it at a mass level and then apply it to individual.
Sure.